Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to our continuing coverage of the Defense Who, brought to you and organized by joinDOTA, commentated by Toshley, and sponsored by Razor and BenQ. And we can't go through all the usual introductions that we have typically, all the shameless plugs and so on and so forth, due to the fact that for whatever reason we are not in the captain's draft. Instead, we are jumping into all pick. Once again, this has happened several times within the Defense Who tournament. I'm going to guess that either this is a remake, there was an error, or something screwed up with the first game, and thus we're recreating it with, of course, all the circumstances the same as it should be. Or maybe there was a delay, so the captains decided, right, since we're both here, let's just do the draft right now, and then when we have all the members here, we can just jump straight into the game. The draft would have already been done, and yes. It's a little bit unfortunate because the captain's draft is without a doubt one of my favorite parts within the tournament. Within the start of any game, rather, because, as Toby said it's sort of like choosing where the pieces go on your chessboard. It really is. It's such a crucial situation to the way, well, I'm trying to think of the right word, goddammit. It's crucial, for lack of a better term. It's important, it's entertaining to watch, and let's have a look at who is playing who and who. Well, let's have a look at the teams first, actually. SGC will be playing it out against SGC, of course, over on the Radiant side, from the land of the Czechoslovakian Republic, and they will be fighting against a fan favorites whose name is Na'Vi, from the land of the Ukraine over on the Dire side. And who is going who, where is going where? We have Shadow Demon being played by Ofak, Kranich playing as that SK, with the Leshrak being played by Ulrud, a stand-in. We have Chulux once again taking up the role of that Invoker, and over here down the bottom we have, what is that? Warlog. I can see it when it's all sort of greyish, but the magenta text is often difficult to read, but nevertheless, Warlogger taking up the role of that Morphling, and over here, for Na'Vi's side, we have Lone Druid making his way up to the top, being played by Admiral Bulldog, another stand-in once again. And over in the mid, we have, not Poppy, he's going to be going in the jungle. I think Ogre Magi is going to be making his way to top as well. We have a Windrunner being played by the Dendy, going solo mid without a shadow of a doubt. The Enigma is just staying there to deny the first creep that comes out of the wave. And then we have Light of Heaven playing as the Nature's Prophet, going solo bottom. And I think I'm wondering where the Shadow Demon is going to be going. I don't think we're going to be babysitting the Invoker. He should be fine on his own. I think they're going for an aggressive tri-lane, but one thing to note about this Invoker going against a Windrunner is Windrunner is capable of just harassing him so much, and we can quite clearly see that the Invoker is going Exort, not Quas, so Chulix isn't going to have the regeneration he needs to not have a horrible time over in mid, because the Windrunner can just right-click him at every opportunity. So this Invoker is going to be having some problems in this middle lane. As for this aggressive tri-lane, they probably, with the bear, I mean, they're going to be having some problems because they can't get too close because they'll die a horrible death. But because of the bear, they can use that to make sure they stay in XP range. They can use it to possibly do a bit of aggression. And most importantly, you can get last hits with it without putting yourself in danger. Because of course, neither of these guys can get close because they'll initiate with a disruption. The curse will go down. Will follow with either a split earth or a burrow strike. And then whichever one doesn't happen for the next move will happen. It will be a long ass chain stun, for lack of a better term. They will just die. So Lone Druid going up against this tri-lane is probably reasonably good. If it was someone like Nature's Prophet, I think Nature's Prophet would just be crying a lot. A lot. Windrunner could, disruption, split earth, burrow strike, dead. It's as simple as that. They're already doing a little bit of harassment. We can see Shadow Demon wanting to get in position to possibly open with a disruption, but the team of Na'Vi are not that foolish. Also, one thing to note, Ogre Magi! Ogre Magi! Yes, sir! Finally, I believe this is the first game I've ever, at least, casted with Ogre Magi in it, and as a result, I'm oh so excited. Ogre Magi is... he's a fun hero. He's a fun hero to watch, to play, and I'm sure he's fun to watch as well because those multicasts are just going to be downright entertaining. And why does he have an Orb of Venom? Well, apparently Poppy said that the reason, Captain Poppy, of course, said that the reason for this Orb of Venom is, apparently it goes well with the Molotov. With the Ignite, because the slow stacks. It's not quite as good as the Venomous Gale, but it's fairly reliable, and it's a reasonable slow to assist with getting First Blood. He says it's the easiest First Blood ever if you don't have a Venomancer, so Apparently it works out. I don't think it's going to get utilized against this lineup, because if the Ogre Magi gets close to try and hit someone, he's going to die. But with future ganks, possible future ganks, it could work out very nicely. Also, I noticed Poppy has nothing, and an Orb of Venom plus a Stout Shield. Pretty sure you don't have enough default gold to get that, and that's not even to mention the regen. So I'm going to guess that Poppy gave up some of his money for it. Taking a look over in the mid, 1-1 the Invoker not having the best of time, looking over at Dendi. 13-7, so Trulik's having a pretty abysmal time thus far in the middle lane. As I said before, going up against a Windrunner when you're going Exort, it's going to be horrible because you're just going to get right-clicked at every opportunity. Looking down at the bottom, Morphling's relatively low on HP, but he does have the bottle to bring himself back up to relative safety. He is getting harassed quite a bit, but he's 15-0 thus far, looking over at the Nature's Prophet, who's 14-1, so it's very even thus far, and Smoke ain't going to come out of SGC. Looks like we're getting in position, but Dendi, the perfect opportunity, going down, making his way down to bottom to secure himself this double damage. Probably the best time. This is just sheer luck, but the best time for this to happen, and as a result, he's going to be getting in position to try and go on the Invoker, and not in the right position for these two to initiate, but however, they could simply cross the river, and then freaking kill him when he tries to engage on that Invoker. So this could turn out very badly. Not going to use that double damage just yet. Saving it for later, indeed. And the team of Leshrac and Shadow Demon are going to back off. They're not going to go on Poppy. They're just going to return back to their tri-lane. Make sure that Lone Druid has the most difficult time he could possibly have. Or are we moving back in position? Going to pick up this, securing himself this regen. Wait a second. Okay, it gets used for after 2 minutes, not when the next rune spawns. Whoops. I got a little bit confused there, but it doesn't matter in the slightest. I'm like, how is there a regen here? And then he still has that double damage. I do not understand. Lone Druid's actually having a pretty awful time. Not Sunstrike. A little bit late on the Sunstrike by the looks of it, or a little bit early possibly. Not quite picking up the kill there on the Nature's Prophet. Would have been a very easy first blood for that Invoker, but alas, it didn't happen. And we can see Dendi taking a very offensive position right here, waiting for the Invoker to pull just that tiniest bit too far forward to make use of the double damage rune that he does have bottled. And this tri-lane over at top for SGC hasn't netted them any kills yet, which is downright unfortunate to be honest. But again, against a Lone Druid, it's sort of hard because you just keep that bear ahead and you don't. Double damage going to go down. Windrun to make sure it doesn't get hit by the tower is very smart. And a shackle to the tree with a power shot and one more right click makes an easy first blood for the team of Na'Vi. But they might pay for it. Well, not really directly pay for it, but nevertheless, the top tower is taking some damage. The Edict doing a nice chunk of its health, being brought to half HP. And this tower is going to fall, or maybe not. They're not going to stick on it. Reinforcements are very close by. We need to remember Poppy could arrive at any moment. In the meantime, Morphling being forced in the trees. We can see Poppy and Nature's Prophet, Light of Heaven of course, pushing their way towards this bottom tower, and it might take a fall. Meanwhile, Dendi wants to pick up another kill on this Invoker. I don't think it's going to happen, especially with the Shadow Demon teleporting back into Reinforce. The Na'Vi are going to secure themselves the first tower 5 minutes and 45 seconds into the game. The tier 1 tower over at the bottom lane has taken a fall. Na'Vi securing that up very nicely. And this Morphling is probably the best lane to start killing towers on because well, it means Morphling's going to have a little bit more difficult of a time getting some delicious farm, and farm is of course something that he absolutely wants. And RV are not going to stop because, hey, they have no reason to. No one's going to come in to defend. Well, let's just do some damage to this tier 2 tower. If we can secure it, it would be pretty freaking good for our team. It's going to increase our gold. It will be all round glorious. And Windrunner's going to, Dendi's going to secure himself a delicious invisibility rune as we have a pause. Morphling pausing the game for whatever reason, which provides a good opportunity to drink some water. Glorious thing indeed. Seems a pause, random pause for some unknown reason, asking for the A-OK to resume the game, and Na'Vi, here we go, Poppy giving the all clear, and they're going to continue to push down the tier 2 tower. I don't think they've got enough to kill it. There's only 2 heroes here. The creep wave is steadily getting eliminated, and very nicely done by the Morphling. If he didn't do this, that creep wave, I mean that tower would probably be dead, or at least it would have a lot less HP than it currently has right now. That was a very nice job there by the Morphling. By Warlog. Yes, 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 must remember their names, but of course. Enigma working his way towards the Soul Ring, as you do as Enigma. The Creep Wave still doing some damage, however, bringing it almost to half HP. And Morphling is just going to right-click them down and get some glorious farm. Dendy waiting in position, waiting for the Invoker to maybe push a bit too far forward. Is it going to happen? I don't think so. Wanders his way into the trees to be safe because he realizes that Dendy is missing. Powder to go through, clear out the trees, but he's walked out anyway, revealing his position and letting the team of SGC know that we were trying to gank you. In the meantime, these two are going to meet up. Disruption is going to go down. No, it is not. Here comes the Disruption. This card's going to be followed, but Poppy is moving into reinforcements. Could be a very bad idea. Stun to go down, the Fire Blast to land first, and then the Malefice stun to follow that. And Nature's Prophet ulti to bounce around. Power Shot coming down just in case, but it isn't necessary in the slightest. However, the Morphling has come in to try and do some damage, and SK is here as well. In comes the Burrow Strike, and Sunstrike isn't even necessary. Now the tides have turned. Ogre Magi is currently running for his life. The Cold Snap has landed down on him as well. A few more right clicks will be enough to take him down. Easy peasy, picking themselves up 2 easy kills for the team of SGC. That wasn't even difficult. In the meantime, Disruption to land there on the Windrunner. The Curse going to follow as well. This could be a 3rd kill for the team of SGC, but the Windrunner is going to allow her to escape. We don't have any Purge, and she's actually going to secure herself a delicious... Wait a minute, I heard a Burrow Strike, but it's all fine. A delicious double damage. Shackle to go down. Doesn't latch, however, and Leshrac will escape without any problems. But, Na'Vi are pushing their way towards this top tower. In fact, they've pushed their way at the top tower, and it is going to take a fall, being brought to half HP already, down to 1/3. And I don't think it's going to survive this encounter. However, a bit of damage being dealt to the Sand King. Jumping into the Sandstorm, ultimately fine, using up the double damage currently in the bottle. With the top tower being secured, I think we're just going to back off. Split Earth not hitting down there on the Nature's Prophet. Na'Vi, again, not overextending themselves. They picked up a couple of kills. I mean, they killed the tower, now they're going to back off. They're not going to get greedy, which is, of course, great. This Orb of Venom, I'm still waiting. I haven't really seen it being utilized all that much, but, you know, Puppy said it works out nicely. Hopefully, we'll see it getting used. I remember, I think I actually already watched this game. Syndron and Toby were casting it, and they were just, it's like, had no idea why they picked up that Orb of Venom. It's like, why do they have this? I don't even know. But Puppy clarified that a few days ago when Toby and him were arsing around. I think they're going to commentate that they didn't because teams were late, because they're lazy and unprofessional. I have a feeling that this tri-lane might want to try and press the issue. Take down this tier 1 tower on the side of Na'Vi, which is very low in HP, about a quarter HP remains. But reinforcements are already here. We have the Lone Druid who's sitting by the tower, and we have the Enigma that's not too far away either. And this is where the next engagement is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Edict's going to go down. This tower's going to take a very rapid fall. The Malefice stunned to land here on the Leshrac, and the Prophet ulti to bounce around to a nice chunk of damage. The Edict's doing a lot of damage. Defensive Disruption to come down. Perfectly timed with the Sunstrike and the Split Earth. Poppy taking so much damage. But the Ignite's going to take the kill there on the Leshrac, and the Shadow Demon will take a fall as well. And now the Nature's Prophet pushing himself forward, trying to get a Sprout on the SK, but it has a Burrow Strike anyway. A nice little engagement for the team of Na'Vi. Smallfling, however, is getting so much free farm currently at the bottom lane. While he has to push himself very far forward with the tier 1 tower being destroyed and could easily open himself up for ganks, he's still getting free farm. He's currently 54-4, he's doing a great job, and I heard a Burrow Strike, but I'm not sure where. Maybe I was imagining it. Dendy once again having that invisibility rune and waiting for the Invoker to maybe feel a little bit too safe. Shackle going to go down. Fantastic Shackle. Power Shot going to follow. Going to use that Windrun to stop the attacks from the tower. It doesn't even need to. Cold Snap to go down isn't necessary in the slightest. I mean, doesn't do anything in the slightest. And another easy kill on the Invoker. Having a horrible time, only having 35 last hits in comparison to 55 on the Windrunner. Having a great time over the mid and working our way towards a 4-staff as well. Dendy and Poppy going to team up, going to see if they can take down this tier 1 tower over in mid. I don't think it's going to happen, however, because we have Leshrac, we have Shadow Demon to reinforce, and they can just harass with that Shadow Poison all day, every day, and cause a lot of annoying problems. Enigma, of course, level 8. We haven't seen any use of that black hole just yet. Nice ward placement, nice offensive ward placement by Puppy. But I'm still looking forward to a fantastic black hole. Now we're going to meet up. Either side going to engage. Malefice stun to land on the SK and going to try and run away. Furion, is Furion teleporting in? No. For some reason I thought I heard Furion TP, but It's not the case. Ogre Major coming in to reinforce alongside the Poppy. And are we going to push mid, or are we going to possibly try and get a kill on this SK? It seems mid is the place to be. Going to unify alongside the Dendy, and let's see the damage we can do. The Shadow Poison scouting them out, which I really like. Using that Shadow Poison to scout, it's free. It allows you to see what's ahead of you, if there's any death to roll in. And I don't think they're going to be able to hold this up. They're pulling the creep wave back, but it doesn't matter in the slightest. Windrunner picking up the kill on that tower, then third tower to fall for the team of SGC. Shackle would go down on the Leshrac. Power Shot going to fall. Malphite stun landing as well, a bit unnecessary. Flame Strike to go down too. The Cold Snap going to land there on the Windrunner. A lot of stacking stuns. That was very unnecessary and a little bit silly by Na'Vi. He was shackled the whole time, and a Malphite landed and a Firebolt landed. We could have possibly used that on the Invoker and picked ourselves up another kill in addition to the one that we just got. More great ward placement being placed down by Poppy. Really like this. Vision is always crucial, needless to say. Dendy securing himself an Illusion Rune. Gonna maybe try and push the lane just ever so slightly, but has to be careful of the SK. But I don't think SK is too worried, especially with the TPing out. And Lone Druid's finally getting the chance for some delicious farm. Not too far off that Sacred Relic. Farming his way to great victory, yes indeed. 37 for 3. Actually not very good thus far. Malphite Sunderland here on the Invoker. The Conversion doing tons of damage, but jumping into the Ghost Walk with no form of detection on the team of Na'Vi allows him to easily escape. We'll have the sounds of dead air. Looks like we're going to rotate to bottom and see if we can take down this tier 2 tower. But we have to be careful. The team of SGC are lurking it out in the jungle, and they might catch someone off. They might catch Nier off. It's quite possible. Or Poppy. But Poppy's not too far away. We'll be able to reinforce if Nier does get caught out. Nice ward placement. They're going to see that Poppy's here. They're going to see the conversion that Poppy's currently running for his life. Where the hell did he go? Oh, he went up. Went the completely opposite way. And of course, Furion TPing is his way out to safety. Furion ulti to bounce down and reinforce the creep wave a little bit as well. And Poppy, very daring, not leaving the jungle. Once, probably going to go for a mech next, or maybe Denny will go for a mech. I don't think we'll see Denny go for a mech. We'll see. Or maybe Ogre Magi will go for a mech. Who knows? Let's all get mechs together, good friends. It's the answer to everything, I feel. Morphling working his way towards a shotgun, just picking himself up the Ghost Scepter. And shotgun's a pretty good choice because he's getting lots of, well, pretty much free farm over at the bottom. He's very far ahead on the last hits, and trying to get that Ethereal Blade as fast as possible will work out very nicely in his favor. Almost catching the SK out, Blink, Burrow striking his way to safety, however, unable to get that Malphite stun to land on him. And team of SGC are going to reinforce his bottom lane, the tier 2 tower. They don't want to let it fall. In fact, it's been regenning its health as well. It's higher than it was the last time. Bringing in some more conversions. Shadow Poison going to do a little bit of scouting and a bit of damage to the creep wave as well. Not getting any of the conversions, however. Poppy and Nier trying to push as hard as they possibly can. I don't think they have the reinforcements they need, especially with the SK returning to the fray and checking where exactly everyone is. Waiting in position, but this nice ward placement. Actually, is that counter warding? Oh, it's been counter warded by the team of the Radiant. They don't actually know that the SK is there, but I don't think they're going to push themselves too far forward, considering that many members of SGC are missing. But they might press the issue. Shadow Demon and SK moving in, and they spot the two here. We have the Epicenter. Do we have the... Channeling the Epicenter. Burrow Strike to Epicenter, and the damage is going to be so much, but a Black Hole at the perfect time, but it's not enough, and the Epicenter still picks up the kill. Easy peasy. Two very easy kills for the team of SGC, bringing the score to 4-6. Taking a look over at the gold difference, we see Na'Vi absolutely flying ahead. The difference of those two kills doing pretty much nothing. And taking a look at the XP, Na'Vi still flying ahead, closing in on probably 7,500 in the XP department. And this is because the Invoker had a horrible time in mid, and that tri-lane up top wasn't as effective as it should be. It resulted in the team of SGC falling behind because they didn't pick up a single kill in that tri-lane. And the way tri-lanes deal with the fact that they've got less XP is they get killed for it, because 3 is, you're more likely to kill someone with 3 heroes, simple as that. But they didn't get any kills, and as a result, well, they're very far behind on gold, very far behind on XP. So all the Morphling's gotten some delicious free farm at the bottom, and he's still continuing to do so. They're probably going to try and gank him sooner or later. Just letting the Morphling free farm his way to, well, wherever the hell he wants, really, is not a particularly good idea, because Morphling's perfectly capable of bringing this back, without a shadow of a doubt. We have the glorious sound of dead air. We see drums of war in hand for the Invoker. Again, Morphling still continuing to work his way towards that delicious shotgun, and the Sacred Relic has been picked up by the Lone Druid, so despite a somewhat shaky start, he's managed to bring himself back very nicely. Ogre Magi almost getting caught out just then. Meantime, the Strike taking a fall. Denny going to go in. The Furion teleporting in, trying to Burrow Strike to safety. One more right click would do it, but the power shot already being used, so will not be able to pick up the kill, and SK blinks his way to safety. But Denny wants that kill. He wants it so badly. Trying to win run, trying to pick him up. Do we have the power shot? We do indeed. Is it going to get him? It does not. Thinking that he's in the trees here, but alas, he was not, and the SK manages to escape. And Morphling continuing to get free farm at bottom, closing in on 100 last hits, and getting ever so closer to that Eagle Song that he needs to finish his Ethereal Blade. And they're going to meet up, even though it's not a real Invoker. Shackle gets used anyway, thinking it is a real one, or maybe they just really want to kill it. It looks smaller. Does it look smaller to the other team? I'm not sure. Probably suspected it was Morphling Replicate. And looks like now, finally, the team of Na'Vi looks like they want to try and do something about this Morphling. They need to get kills on him, because if he gets that Eagle Song, it's going to be pretty bad. All of a sudden, it's going to start jumping around and popping people. And they want to get a kill, but they've revealed himself already, and the Morphling is simply going to back off. I feel that was a little bit silly by the Ogre Magi. I don't think it was necessary to reveal themselves. They should have waited till we were all in position. However, Morphling, nah, he's not going that way. I'm thinking maybe he'll run into the Nature's Prophet, maybe they'll engage with the Ogre Magi, and of course that Dendi. But alas, it's not the case. He's just going to go farm his way in the jungle. Actually has a lot of strength on him. Oh, the Shrek securing a kill over at the top. In the meantime, missing kills, so glorious. Lone Druid taking a kill, which is unfortunate because I'm sure he was very close to that Radiance. However, at what cost, SGC? Because a good chunk of Na'Vi's team are down here at the bottom, and it looks like they want to finally take this tier 2 tower. But it's going to be a bit of a trade, because a tier 1 tower over the middle lane is getting some damage dealt to it, but Furion's already come in to reinforce. The fortification has been dealt. But the top tower is going to take a fall as well. Geez, the team of SGC are effectively everywhere. The top tier 1 tower takes a fall, finally securing their first tower. However, it is going to come into cost, because the tier 2 tower over the bottom lane is going to fall as well. Going to try and get the deny. Fortification coming out. I don't think they're going to let this stand. They really want to take this down, get the bonus gold, and yes indeed. They were blinking ahead, maybe hoping to catch someone out, but no one was there. And the team of Na'Vi are probably going to retreat, very happy with the little victory that they've had. It was a bit of a trade, but trading a tier 1 for a tier 2, it's always beneficial. For the team that's taking the tier 2, of course. If you're thinking trading, disregard everything. So it seems like we're going to go on Roshan. Maybe we're just checking Roshan. Nope, it seems Roshan is the answer right now. Army of Treants going to move in and absorb all the hits. Do we have the damage that they need to take this down? Maybe. Ulti being used, Sunstrike at the perfect time to check, and they realize that reinforcements are going to roll in at any moment, but I don't think the team of Na'Vi care. We're going to have the Ogre Magi sit back. Actually, we're going to have the Bear sit back and check and make sure that no one's coming in. And are the team of SGC just going to let this happen? They're not really in any position to try and stop this. And as a result, Roshan will fall, and the Aegis of the Immortal will be secured by the Lone Druid. Yes, indeed. And he's already pretty difficult to kill as he is, closing in on 1800 health. Now they're going to have to burn their way through that twice. In the meantime, Malphite stun landing on someone. It is an illusion, however. And I'm sure they're sad. Another stun being used, and another. So many stuns being used on the Shrek, thinking it is a real one, but alas, it is not. For some reason, for a brief moment, that SK showed up as a real one for me, and I thought, what? Well, it didn't have the illusion sort of skin on it. It just it looked like SK, but it didn't have his name or anything. SK waiting in position, very nice for him. Possibly Blink to Epicenter could do a lot of damage for the team of Na'Vi. Fantastic positioning for the SK. Is he going to be able to make use of it, however? I really think someone needs to stay up on this high ground. And yes, indeed, Puppy's going to scout out ahead, make sure no one's coming in. And here comes the reinforcements. Cold Snap on the Enigma, followed by the Burrow Strike. The Sunstrike isn't even necessary. The Waveform too. And an easy kill on the Enigma. However, they trade it for a tier 2 tower. And maybe some of them will pick up some more kills while we're here. And Convergence being used to scout out ahead, make sure, just check out who is who and where is where and so on and so forth. The team of Na'Vi is just going to back off. Ogre Mage also having himself a gem. This isn't a particularly bad idea. It allows easy counter warding, but better yet, what's great about it is the fact that Ogre Mage is pretty difficult to kill. Strength intelligence hero. Well, intelligence hero with a high strength game rather. So it pretty much means that, yeah, he has a gem that he can drop, but killing him's a little bit more difficult than it may seem. Compared to other supports, like Crystal Maiden or Lich or, you know, Lena, they pop. Seriously. SGC trying to press the issue. Ethereal Blade already being used up on the Enigma, however, wasn't able to follow up with the stun to come in from the Ogre Magi. Didn't actually do all that much damage, not all that much strength was morphed to agility, unfortunately. So the damage wasn't as much as it could have been. The bear also has that Radiance, however, and it looks like the team of Na'Vi are going to push down this middle lane. Yes, indeed.
Radiant's top tower is
Maybe
under
not. Where are we going? We're going to go to top. I think top seems like the place to be because it has a Morphling there, which is a potential easy kill, but he's rapidly backing off, and maybe he isn't. He doesn't think that he's in all that much danger, but he is. We're moving in Malphus onto land here on the Invoker, trying to go into the Ghost Walk, but we have the Gem of True Sight. In the meantime, immediately popping the... Holy crap! The Morphling immediately popping that poor Enigma with, of course, a shotgun.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't think they were expecting that. Jesus Christ. Invoker so low on HP, managing to escape out of that, however. It's a freaking lot of damage. How much HP does he have? It doesn't actually show, which is unfortunate. And I don't think he even had all of his strength morphed to agility then. Good God. I think it may have been combined with a few other spells from the Invoker. And possibly a few others that were nearby. I don't think it was just the pure shotgun power to come out of the Morphling. If it was, then ouch. Ouch. Venturing in. Oh, wait, we're just visiting the secret shop. Just thought Dendy's checking Rashawn for some reason, but nope.
Invisibility.
And has himself a Scythe of Vice as well. I'm going to use another invisibility rune. He just keeps getting those. Try and get in position for a nice little gank. Boga has himself a 4-staff, of course, his Drums of War. Not sure what he wants to work towards next. Looking over at the Shadow Demon, not having all that much. Scythe of Vice, another Scythe of Vice. We've got dual Scythe of Vice. Here we are going to try and go on the offensive. Malphus on land on the Invoker. Dendy is currently in the invisibility, waiting for the right moment, but they're not getting close enough for a Shackle. Furion not teleporting in, and we're not going to go on this little Malphus initiation that was just had. The Dendy's still staying very close. We don't have any form of detection. So Dendy is absolutely safe, but the invisibility is about to wear out. And unfortunately not able to make use of that. Power Shot going to go up. They're going to reveal that, yep, we've got a Windrunner here. You better be careful. Shackle will go down. Doesn't latch, however, doesn't give them the opportunity to initiate. Ice Wall going to go down. Stop the creep wave. Make it a little bit harder for them to push towards this tier 3 tower. And Na'Vi are most likely going to back off from this situation. Or maybe not. Maybe they were just going to wait. Wait for them to push ahead. And maybe try and kill them. We do, however, have wards, so the team of SGC see all of this, and they're not going to be able to get the jump on them. Shackle to go down. Nice shackle there on the Leshrac, but they don't have anyone nearby to initiate. 9 damage being dealt to the Morphling. Currently morphing to the Strength. The Bear don't come in. This is going to pick him up. Need an Entangle. Here's the Entangle. And I have a feeling the Morphling's going to find himself in some trouble. Reinforcements are in already. Teleporting the Bear back, and he's fine. Very narrow escape there for the Morphling. Could have ended particularly badly, assuming we get lucky with those entangles. The Bear also has a gem. Or was this just given to him from Ogre Magi? Yes, indeed. Wait a second. Does Ogre Magi have... No. Disregard everything. Taking a look at the items for the team of Na'Vi. And we have a gem on the Lone Druid, which of course makes sense, because we have the Aegis, and Lone Druid's difficult to kill as it is. Ogre Magi still having that Orb of Venom, for whatever reason. No mech for Enigma, going straight for the Blink Dagger. 1400 in the bank, however, allows us to pick up possibly anything. Scythe of Ice in hand for the Windrunner, and the Prophet also has a Scythe of Ice and a mech, so we have double Scythe of Ice. Which is needless to say going to be pretty painful for any engagements. Whether it be single or a team fight. Leshrac looks like he's working his way towards a BKB, or he might just have the Ogre Club for the strength and a little bit more survivability. I'm surprised we're not going for a Bloodstone for the extra mana. Excuse me, for the... God damn it. For the extra mana regen. I was burping like crazy there for some strange reason. I have no idea why. And Poppy Light of Heaven might find himself caught out. We have a smoke gate going in. Two of them smoked. Just an SK here. In comes the engagement. The Bow Strike to initiate. Blink to Bow Strike as well. Not going to use that Epicenter. Curse to land in. Split Earth as well as that Sunstrike. The mech's going to be used. It's taking a lot to kill him. Trying to force stuff his way to safety. Is it going to be enough? We have 2 stacks of the Shadow Poison. It might be enough to kill him. But the Hex to land here on the Shadow Demon. We're going to try and right-click him down. Multicast. Times 2 multicast to land as well. And the Enigma takes a fall over down here at the top to these 2 heroes. And Morphling's here as well. We have to be careful. And in comes a shotgun combination, taking down that Dendi almost immediately. And the Epicenter comes in as well with a triple kill. Double kill for the SK, and 3 kills in total for the team of SGC. Trading it for 1 single. However, in comes the Lone Druid. The Radiant's doing so much damage, and he's just got so much tankability. He doesn't give a single toss at all. Blinking away to safety, the SK is trying to waveform out of there, the Morphling, but the Furion is TPing in. We're going to see a Sprat, we're going to see a Hex. The Sprat is no doubt going to follow, morphing to Strength. Offensive Bow Strike to come in, and the Morphling might get away, but I don't think the SK will, but they're stunned. The Centaur came in and stunned him. The worst possible freaking time to have a neutral introduced, and the Bear's like... Damn you, man, just like slapping it down, slap, slap, damn you, Centaur, how could you? You cheated us out of that kill. Very lucky for the team of SGC. Oh, that Centaur, what a bastard. And it seems we're going to have Invoker work his way, well, we could have an Aghanims, it could be a BKB, but I doubt it. I don't know. I think an Aghanims would be better, and then a BKB. But we'll have to wait and see. Leshrac, I'm somewhat surprised that we're going to go for... I mean, he looks like he's building towards a BKB. Going for a BKB before getting that Bloodstone. I mean, sure, you won't get bursted down, but you won't have that much mana to deal all your AoE spells. But then again, there's not much point in having all the mana to deal all those AoE spells when you're dead. Which will, of course, happen because we've got a lot of stuns to come out of the team of Na'Vi. Nice little positioning from them, and potentially a member of SGC could get caught out, but the same could be said for Na'Vi. We have to be careful. Malefice go down, Blink to Malefice to land there on the Invoker, but reinforcements are in as well. Burrow Strike as well as a Cold Snap to land, Split Earth to follow, and a Shotgun down, an easy kill on the Enigma. I'm not sure what Poppy was thinking there, to be honest, because reinforcements were nowhere to be found, and the team of SGC could have been anywhere. A little bit silly by him, in my opinion. In fact, 7 deaths for that Enigma. He's died a good number of times. And Morphling securing the tier 3 tower, tier 1 tower over in the middle lane rather, has been taken down by the team of SGC, and they're going to keep pushing forward toward this tier 2 tower. And reinforcements are trying to roll in. Furion TPing in. We have the Lone Druid. The Aegis is still up, and Roshan's going to be down, available very soon. They probably want to use this Aegis as soon as they possibly can. But the team of SGC, very wise. They took themselves a tower, and now they're backing off. Very disappointed that the team of Na'Vi are unable to utilize this Aegis. In fact, several games, not sure why, but there have been several games where, for whatever reason, Na'Vi, they've picked themselves up the Aegis of the Immortal, but they haven't done anything with it. They just sort of sat around and they didn't utilize it when they had it. And then they would kill Roshan again when it comes up, when the Aegis wears off, and still wouldn't utilize it. The Aegis of the Immortal has indeed worn off, and the team of Na'Vi want to secure that up as quickly as possible. Give it to the Lone Druid. I guess they're sort of using it for insurance in case things go awry. Instead of using it offensively, they're using it defensively, which I'm not sure if I entirely agree with that. But there's a reason that Na'Vi are number 1. So don't trust my judgment. I trust Captain Poppy. Everyone should indeed. Roshan is going to take a fall, and the Lone Druid once again will secure that Aegis of the Immortal. With the entire team of Na'Vi grouped up, it looks like we're going to press the issue and try and push down a lane, possibly. Of course, we'll leave the Nature's Prophet to jump around the place, continue to defend. It seems we're not going to push a lane. We'll have Lone Druid return to the top. Furion will teleport around and push all the lanes and farm and whatnot and so on and so forth, because that's what Furion does. We have Enigma working his way towards a BKB. Looking over Dendi's side, seems he's working towards Yules, possibly Yules, maybe Aghanims. For, of course, that more effective ulti. Yules or Aghanims is either going to be secured by him. Team of SGC, they really want to kill. Almost the entire team is here. In fact, the entire team effectively is here because we have the Morphling sitting in the replicate right here. Can join in the fight at any moment. And Nier is dead. Nier, or maybe actually very nicely done by Dendi. Blinking in, not finding anyone. Using that Burrow Strike. Dendi doesn't... Oh, he does have a TP, but not backing off just yet. Wanting to see who is where. This is dangerous by him. I would have TP'd almost immediately, but I want to press the issue. Entangle to land there on the Leshrac is going to fall very rapidly. Meteor to come down. Morphling very low on HP. Takes a fall too. Alongside the Leshrac. That's why they weren't backing off. Sheep to land there on the Invoker. A few right clicks. Suddenly Poppy. Suddenly Hex. Suddenly dead. Yes, indeed. Power shotting through. Want to see who is where. And the SK is going to rapidly teleport out to safety. Also, I have no idea where the Shadow Demon went. I think he TP'd out as well. That was pretty freaking fantastic by Na'Vi. I thought that one or two of them were dead. I thought they were so dead, but it seems it's not the case. SK secured himself an Aghanim Scepter. This is going to be a very powerful epicenter, and it is, of course, off cooldown. So the team of Na'Vi have to be very careful because it's going to deal a large amount of damage if they don't stop it in time. They need to make sure they don't group up, because if they group up, it allows for a 5-man Burrow Strike, which of course will end badly. And we're going to push in. We're pushing straight past the tower. But the shotgun down, and Dendi instantly takes a fall, and the Yoga Mage, I might echo that as well. Split Earth to come down on him. The Curse is going to land as well. Edict and Pulse Nova doing so much damage, but a Black Hole, a fantastic Black Hole to come in, and Poppy picking up every single member of the team of SGC. But a Burrow Strike comes in, and the Epicenter is going to do some damage, but it gets burst down before it can land. And what could have been really bad for Na'Vi turns into another victory, but immediately Invoker forced off his way to a nice position. Deafening Blast as well as the Meteor to come in, and a Cold Snap to land there on the Nature's Prophet too. Entangle going in, down there on the Shadow Demon, as well as Disruption on the Enigma. Is going to try and shotgun someone down. Was it successful? I have no idea. Lone Druid's so low in HP, and one last right click does take him down, but he is back almost immediately. Because of that Aegis of the Immortal, Hex to land there on the Morphling, trying to morph to strength is not going to be enough, and he takes a fall as well. Almost every member of SGC has been taken down. The sole survivor is that of the Invoker, sitting it out safely in the fountain. Cannot help out and try and defend this because, well, everyone else is dead. And they're not dead. Did Epicenter actually go off in that fight? I don't know. It clearly didn't. Maybe it got cancelled, I'm not sure. I think it got cancelled because he got bursted down really friggin' quickly. A Na'Vi double raxing action going on. The bottom has been taken down, the mid has been taken down, and now they're rotating to the top. They're going to take it all. It's going to be a very secure and definite win. Disruption going to land there on the Lone Druid, as well as the Meteor and the Burrow Strike. No. Split Earths go down, and the end that was poorly commentated, goddammit. Power Shot picking up the kill there on the Shadow Demon, and the Shrike's very low on HP. Shackle to come down, as well as a Hex, and in comes a right-click damage, but suddenly there's an SK. Suddenly Burrow Strike, but Malphus doesn't land there on him. Cold Earth, Split Earth, as well as the Cold Wall, and another Hex that looks really weird. I think that's broken, ladies and gentlemen. The SK takes a fall. BKB being used for the Invoker, going to back off, and the SK is so low, just barely escaping from that. Dendi also very low on HP, but I don't think the team of Na'Vi care all that much. Split Earth to come down. Dendi moving in on the offensive, but the shotgun immediately pops him almost instantly. Waveforming in there, blinking away at the right time. However, the adaptive strike as well as the Split Earth to take down the kill on the Nature's Prophet. Na'Vi take three members have fallen, but I don't think they care all that much because, well, they've got 2 racks. Almost. Oh, that melee barracks is so low. Almost 3 racks. Unlucky. But I think they're pretty happy with their current position in this competition, in this game rather, not competition, not tournament, in this specific game. God damn it. And now it's basically all about time ranking. Na'Vi want to try and kill SGC as fast as possible for that better time ranking, but SGC want to defend for as long as possible, once again, for that better time ranking. Time ranking, of course, factors in to the playoffs. If there is a tiebreaker, it's all determined by the time ranking. Whoever has a better time ranking is the one that will proceed, I believe. I think that's how it works, not entirely sure. Go visit the-defense.com for all you need to know about this tournament. Maybe I should, because I clearly don't know that much about the format, but oh well. Morphling, yes, Manta Style in hand. Just picking up the recipe for that. Ogre Mage having a Hood of Defiance. Vitality boost to give him a little bit of extra HP. Probably going to work that into a pipe in the not too distant future. How's the Furion going? Has a Daedalus, so we're going to see some sick crits to come out of him. I'm waiting for one. There we go. 600 crits coming from the Fury and a reasonable attack speed as well. It's going to be dealing quite a bit of damage to the team of SGC. And Na'Vi are just killing every single lane. I'm very surprised that it hasn't ended yet, but it's only a matter of time. The entire team of Na'Vi unifying over at this top lane, gonna push this down as hard as possible. They want the final standing barracks. They want them dead, and let's draw all over them uncontrollably like a 5-year-old. No, let's not do that. Let's take a look at the action. Team of SGC coming in to reinforce. Are they going to be able to do much against this wrecking ball that is the entire team of Na'Vi? We'll have to wait and see. Yes, indeed. Nice use of the Shadow Poison to see who is who. Ice Wall going to go down, slow everything down for the next couple of moments. We have a Maelstrom charge being used here as well. Mignon there. Nice Black Hole to pick up 2 members, 3 members, but the Split Earth is going to come down, but it's BKB, so it can't be stopped anyway, but the Epicenter doing no damage at all. The mech entirely negating that. Disruption go down there on the Lone Druid. BKB being used on the Invoker and Entangle to land on him. A few more right clicks will take him down, then getting relatively low on HP. Shadow Demon trying to do what he can, but it is not enough. That Epicenter should have done so much damage, but it didn't. It's just the mechanism just negated everything, but the Deafening Blast come in, taking a kill there on the Dendi. And we have 2 very low members of Na'Vi, but the Invoker is just not able to do enough damage, and the GGs are coming out all round. I bet Dendy's a bit annoyed about dying multiple times. The Bear's taking a few hits from the tower. The Bear doesn't give a toss. He can just recreate it right now. Not sure why he isn't. Maybe he hasn't realized that the Bear is dead. Here it comes. GG's coming out all round, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Defense 2, brought to you and organized by joinDOTA, commentated by myself, Toshley, and sponsored by Razor and BenQ. We have seen this has been the group stages. This was SGC. Oh, let's just wait till this is. We get the friggin' the score screen. Yes, Na'Vi take another victory in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Defense 2 SGC going up against Na'Vi, with Na'Vi securing the victory. My name has been Toshley. I'll see you now. Come on, score screen. It doesn't take this long. I need the score screen to end this. God damn it, has to be viewed for at least a couple of seconds before we can end the game. Yes, indeed. My name has been Toshley. I'll see you next time.